Dave here with Half Dozen Customs for a little Monte Monday action. Today's Monday is a little on the odd side. Our compressor is down, so I have it all tore apart at the moment. It's getting repaired. So for the meantime, I just have this little, I don't know, it's like a 10-gallon compressor to at least just get me by. Can't do a whole lot of work with it. Grinders and cutoff wheels and stuff like that, they work, but they don't. So we're kind of limited to the work that we can do. So I'm out here, it's late at night, it's like 9:30. I at least wanted to get something done on the Monte. So shop's kind of a mess right now, so bear with me, just because the compressor's in 100 different pieces at the moment, and they're scattered all over the place. As you can see, there's parts everywhere for this. So what I'm gonna attempt to do, just short little quick video. There is a couple of spots underneath the Monte Carlo that I'm gonna make kind of like a patch for, but we're gonna make a cover for it. If you guys remember back when I did the driver's side middle body mount underneath the car, it was all rotted out. We kind of cut it back, cleaned it up, we rust proofed it all, and then I made a cover for it that covered over everything and became our new body mount. It got all welded in. So this is the same channel piece that is the body mount. It goes from one body mount across to the other side, up through the drive shaft tunnel to the other side of the car where there's a body mount. Well, up in the drive shaft tunnel, it is rotted out. So I am going to we're going to get up underneath there. I'm going to take a couple of measurements, and we're going to bend up a piece to cover it. Now, the thing with this one, I don't know how far we're going to be able to get with it tonight because it's right on a curve. So we got to bend the channel, we got to come in, and then we got to curve up into the drive shaft. So what I'm going to end up having to do is, once we get it bent up, we're going to have to cut it in several pieces, and then we'll have to bend it up and around this channel and weld it up where we cut it, which is no big deal, except for I don't really have a good compressor at the moment. So I'm at least going to get this channel bent up, and maybe we'll see if I can cut it. I'm not really sure. I haven't really tried to cut anything with this little compressor yet. So let's get. I'm gonna put this stand away first, and then let's get up underneath the car and take a couple of measurements and see if we can make a piece for this. Okay, got my tape measure. Got a light here. Okay, we're going down. We're going under. Boy. I can do this. Okay, so this is what we're looking at here. So you can see that this is pretty messy in here. This one back here, we rust proofed it. I think we cut it out and trimmed it back. I was able to do that, I think, from the top. Then we rust proofed it. We made this cover that's part of the new body mount. We drilled some holes. It got all spot welded in. You can see the spot welds. Looks like maybe I could hammer this up a little bit, which we will. And then this will all get seam sealed. So But we gotta fix this now. So there's one here, and then there's a small section over here we're gonna do as well. I think these will get done in 2 separate pieces. I'm not gonna try and make all this. We're not cutting it all out. We will cut this small section out when I have my compressor back. And we will rust proof all of this, PR15, and then we'll put our cover on. But I want to make our cover come from here, and we'll just, you know, we'll weld or tack, or, you know, worst case scenario, we'll just seam seal it. You know, some holes will get drilled through here again from the inside, and we'll weld it all up from the inside. That's how this one got welded. So, but we need to make it come and then curve up. So this is where I'm saying that we're gonna have to like make some pie cuts in it or something and bend it up to fit in here. But I don't remember my exact measurements that I did to this one. So I'm gonna say 3/4 of an inch. I'm gonna say 1 1/4 inches and 2 3/4. So you guys got that? 3/4 of an inch, 1 1/4 inches, 2 3/4. Right? Let's measure twice. Cut once. 2 3/4. Let's see. Up. 1 1/4 inches, 3/4 of an inch. It might be a little under 3/4 of an inch, but I bet that's where I started. So I did not bring a marker to write this down. Boy. So, oh, bright light. Okay, so, oh yeah. Let's grab a marker and let's go write this down. So we are going to excuse my camera abilities here. So this one's for the Jeep. So let's write that for the Jeep. This one's Monte. Same thing. I like making these channels. So we got 3/4, 3/4. This is 1 1/4. Same thing with this, 1 1/4. And then 2 3/4, and that's this here. So let's see, 3/4 and 3/4. Let's do some math here, right? 3/4 and 3/4. That's 1.5 inches, right? So let's do 1 1/2 there. So 1 1/4 inches, 1 1/4. That's 2.5, right? So that would be 2.5. So, and then we got 2 3/4. So let's say that's 3, 4, 6 3/4. So 6 3/4. So I think my math is right there. We shall see. Inch and a half. 1, 2, quarter, half. 2.5. And we're 2 3/4. So we got 2, 3, 4, 6 3/4. I think that's right. So let's get a piece of sheet metal. I did not get the length for that, so remember, mind my mess. Until we get this compressor put back together, I got stuff laid out everywhere. So we're waiting on. I have everything put together. It's ready to go. Back together and back on the compressor and fire it up and see if it's running. But I need piston ring compressor kit. It's a special kind of compressor kit. It's not your typical sleeve one for like automotive, because it can't go down from the top like a car would. It has to come up from underneath. So yeah, it's a special like pliers style ring compressor. So that's what we're waiting on. It should be here Wednesday. Today's Monday. Hopefully it'll be here tomorrow. A lot of times when I order stuff, it gets here early. So let's hope. So 6 3/4. I'm gonna go 6 3/4. 6 3/4. Okay, so we got that marked out. So, ta-da! So that's 6 3/4 there. So I'm gonna take this over to the shear, and we'll cut that real quick. Oh, look, there's good pieces back there too. Okay, so I'll set you guys right here. I'm gonna get some gloves. You guys remember a few months ago I cut myself really bad using this. I'll be right back. I think my gloves are inside. Okay, got my gloves. I don't know if you guys remember, it was several months ago I was using this thing, and a piece of metal was sticking out over here, and as I ran this thing down, I had my gloves on, and I ran my thumb down a sharp piece of metal that had just been cut, and it went along the side of my nail from the top and almost clean through to the bottom. When I looked at my thumb on this side, you could see the red line where it was so close to cutting the whole side of my thumb off. So it was a pretty good cut. So I make sure that I have my gloves on now when I use this thing, because accidents happen when you least expect it. That day I was definitely not expecting it. Okay. Alright, let's go back over here and let's mark out all our measurements. And we can throw this in the bender. Okay, so remember when we're doing this on the bender, we gotta do we gotta mark out both sides. So our first marks are 3/4 of an inch. So I'm gonna mark our 3/4 of an inch on both sides. Inch and a quarter from here. Inch and a quarter. Inch and a quarter. Okay, now, hopefully, if I was close, this inside measurement should be 2 3/4, and it is. Okay, let's flip it over, do the same thing. On the other side, let me clean up that edge a little. With our 3/4 again. Inch and a quarter was the next one. Inch and a quarter. There. 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 Okay, now if we measure the inside again, it should be at 2 3/4. And how I gotta do that every single time. So we're like an 1/8 inch off on this side somehow. I do that every time. Don't know how I do it. But every time I measure something on this side, it comes out right, and I go to measure it on the other side, and it's always off a little bit. I don't know why, but it is. So let's shall we put so we can put one of these guys back in here, huh? I gotta remember that this is lucky number. No. This one? Wait a minute. Number 6. Alright, fingers crossed. Alright, let's go see if we're close. Hopefully. You know, I did not measure the length on this, so maybe we can use this thing to fix both sides. I'm a little blinded by the light. Blinded by the light. Okay. Look at that. Run it like that, and then run the drive shaft through the middle. Should have brought the marker with. Let me go get the marker. Look at that nasty leaky rear end under there, huh? we gotta get that thing cleaned up. So I've been doing some research and some shopping online, and for, I don't know, about 600 bucks, they sell a whole posse kit for this. It comes with all new seals and bearings and all that stuff. So I was looking at, it's about 200 bucks for all the bearings and seals and everything to fix the leaks. So I want a posi rear end in here anyways. So for an extra 400 bucks, I might as well just make this one into a posi rear end. So what I'm doing here is a marking where the bend starts roughly. So so we can start making some cuts and try and make this thing curve. Oh yeah. Sorry about my crappy camera control. It's hard to hold the camera and get up and underneath from underneath stuff with only one hand. I have a hard time doing it with two hands. So okay, so this is where it connects to the body mount side. Body mount, excuse me. So, and I think we're gonna start doing cuts here. I'm just kind of eyeballing this. So it would have been nice to have just made this all in one piece when I did the body mount section, but I don't recall paying attention to anything other than the body mount when I was doing that. So, and it would have made it a lot harder to do, but it would have been nice. And then it's going to take a little while to get cut. Alright, let's go check and see under the car. Yeah, I think we're still going to need more than that. I think it was about 45, and I'd say we're probably at about 30 right now. I know this will probably be sped up, so you guys won't be able to tell how long that took to do. But that took quite some time. That was probably just doing those 4 cuts on each side. That was, I don't know, probably about 20 minutes. Because of that little compressor, it can't keep up with me. All right, let's see. So I think we're gonna have to cut quite a bit of this off. So I'm gonna say that we need to cut this like here. So let me go cut that real quick and I'll be right back. It took 2 times of filling to do it, but we are close. Let's say there we go. That'll work. That'll work. So you can see how much more we need to cut out of here. So you know, I think we need to keep cutting, but we're getting, you know, we're getting somewhere. So you can see how I'm making this piece, and there you can see how much like we need to keep cutting out. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kind of straighten this thing back out to where we were, and I'm just gonna keep cutting until we get where we need to be. So I'm not gonna, damn bright light, I'm not gonna video that. The compressor just takes forever. It's not worth you guys sitting here for the next half hour while I do that. I will see you guys back when this is done and ready to go in. So I'll see you guys then. Okay, so we got this thing all cut up. It only took me a couple more cuts on each one of those to get it. And now we're just gonna we're gonna screw it in place for now. We still gotta clean it up, and we gotta weld up all our cuts now and grind all that down. We gotta cut this out, and we gotta rust proof everything. But for now, we'll screw it in so you guys can see it and so that I can get some pictures. Oh no. I get a dead battery. Okay. Where did my other screw go? There we go. Oh, wheel. Hopefully you guys can see and you don't have this giant lost in your face. Let's try and do this one more time without dropping the screw. Come on, you can do it. Okay. Ta-da! So that's it. So now we gotta come in, and we gotta weld all this up on both sides. But that's it. And then, you know, I'm gonna come in here and we're gonna seam seal all this. Now, it would have been nice if I would have done this prior to putting this in. I don't even think I paid any attention to there being a hole here, or if I did, I wasn't thinking. But I wish I could have welded this together outside of the car, because, you know, if anybody knows what welding upside down underneath a rusty car like this is, it sucks. So that's why I think, you know, maybe I'll come in here and I'll put a couple of tacks in here or something. But like I said, we will drill some holes from the top, and we will get some spot welds in here. You know, I'll probably get like 3 spot welds here, maybe 1 or 2 up here. And then we'll seam seal. Maybe I'll get a couple tacks and a couple of tacks, and then we'll seam seal it, and we'll be good to go. So next week we will hopefully have our compressor back. We can get this stuff welded up. We can get it painted inside. We'll get underneath the car itself cut out, cleaned up, and rust proofed. And maybe we can get this side over here done as well. So I'm just gonna make just a cover for this corner. Like, we'll probably go from like here to, you know, in here, just like what we did here, just a smaller piece. The piece that I cut off of this is what I'm going to use for over here, and then it is, you know, that piece is it. That's what I'm going to do. So and all this will get grinded, cleaned up, PR 15, seam sealed, and whatnot. So yeah, so you know, this side I started cleaning up last week, so this side's, you know, looking pretty good. You know, got a couple more spots that need to be hit and cleaned up. I need to get this exhaust out of here, and then we can jump over here and start grinding and cutting on this side and get this side, well, not cutting, but start grinding over here. You can see I started. Get this stuff all grinded up over here, and then yeah, we can start PR15, getting some PR15 in here. You know, we need to get this rear end out, and we need to get this exhaust out, and then yeah, everything's just gonna get PR15. You can see, like, those are the fuel lines. Like, we're gonna cut all that stuff out, get that out. We're gonna put all new fuel line in here. So yeah, lots of work to do under here, but we're getting there. So, you know, once we get everything PR15, we can start undercoating. That will just take care of everything pretty much. So it'll look good under here by the time I'm done with it. It'll at least look like a car again. Okay, that's it for me tonight. I will see you guys in the next video. So, and we'll be back for Monte Monday madness. See you then. Remember, like, subscribe, share, leave a comment. I'm out.